Hey guys, and welcome back to Minecraft, aka Survivalcraft server. And I don't really have a whole lot in terms of plan for today. I'm just kind of winging it again, sadly. But I did want to show you guys around a little bit, let you guys see what we've done so far. It hasn't really been much in the past week, actually. Some things have been done, but not a whole terrible lot. That thing is ugly as sin right now, but it will be made pretty again pretty at some point, not again, because it didn't exist beforehand. This is not my home. This is actually Paco's house in making. I actually like the way it looks. Not so much from up close, because it's kind of barren up close like this. But instead, I like it from a distance, and I love the 1.9, I think it's 1.9 that introduced this. In fact, you can take a shovel and like literally make these paths. It looks so nice. And I mean, you can actually kind of terraform things to make it look like the area has been heavily walked on. And I might throw some different types of dirt in here just for, you know. So yeah, at a distance, I think it looks really nice actually. Like, I don't know. It looks kind of like one of those, I don't know, the sort of houses you see built into, like, the just really fancy houses. They're built into the sides of mountains and things. It looks kind of cool from a distance. I'd love to see this with, like, one of those hyper-realistic texture packs or something. That'd be, probably look really badass, actually. But it definitely looks nice. Not much going on inside. The upper area is literally nothing but his storage room, and the lower section is nothing right now. It's as barren as it gets. But overall, it looks really good. And this alternating stone pattern actually I like a little bit. But yeah, not much going on. Definitely needs more lighting. I've thrown some torches up here just to try to curb some of the spawns. I came over here the one day and we actually had, like, this room was just filled with creepers. Now, mind you, at that time, I didn't know the entry was through this thing. I actually climbed the side of the mountain and, like, broke in through one of these wood panels. But as I'm sitting outside looking through the window, I'm like, oh, that's not good. But go back down here. Paco's been pretty busy. He's done quite a bit on here as far as to help things out. One of them was to make this thing. Now, this building right here, this section I did, just to help close it off. But what he did was he made us a nice little, and I added some doors down here. He made us a nice little XP farm slash just general mob farm, really. It works out really nicely because it's a great way for getting the levels, things like that, obviously. But also, just AFKing. I've been down here for maybe a couple, yeah, maybe half an hour tops. And let's see what happens. And this sword, it's not the greatest, but Smite 5, it does enough to get the job done. And I think we lost some of them because there were a lot more in there a minute ago. I think when I walked out of the area, oh, that's the only problem right now is, you know, getting up close right here, they can actually injure you. So I'm trying to rework things. I've kind of redone things so that, you know, a lot of the stuff falls into here now, and things should work out a lot better. But I actually was trying to AFK over here, trying to get some enchanting books. Enchanted books, I should say. This is a problem. You cannot do the pathway thing with if you plan on having a door over it. So that kind of breaks some of that the continuity there. I've managed to get quite a bit done over here. Okay. And if anyone's wondering, I'm not worried about killing off a cow or two because I already managed to round up a handful of them, and I've got a nice little farm going on over here. So, yeah, not a big deal. Honestly, it's not. Got some sheep, chickens. Chickens are multiplying like crazy, but I mean, they're actually pretty easy to get more. I mean, you just throw a crap ton of eggs, and then you just use seed. So, I mean, these guys you can kind of get double the output, or at least you have double the output method in terms of multiplying them, so to speak. Geez, I keep hearing more of them laying eggs. I'm not going to go through and look for all the eggs, though, right now. I think that might be broken. I think the sound effect for that might be broken a little bit. So yeah, I've made a path basically connecting both Paco and I's houses, as well as the farm and the XP farm, or the XP spawner. I managed to do a little bit of something with the house. I'm still not 100% on it, but I think it looks a lot better than what it did. Definitely could use some work still. I mean, I'm, like I said before, I'm not an expert builder by any means. But I think I made it look at least somewhat decent compared to what it was. I mean, it was just a straight flat wall originally. I've added some depth to it with, you know, some of these pillars and some of this going on. So it looks a lot nicer than what it did. I've got some things I want to try out at some point, but I'm not going to do them on screen. And then upstairs here, instead of just leaving it as the default, the way it looked, I'm like, you know, I kind of want more of the wood texture showing. I like the stone texture showing, but not as much inside. So I actually took and threw half slabs all the way through it. I've actually got the basement a little more finished. I kind of decided to go with this random kind of flooring pattern. It's meh. I mean, I really don't know what to do about this. It's just one of those things. Paco kind of helped me out with it a little bit because we just started throwing down a couple of different blocks and kind of just going with it. Downstairs, even further, because, yep, I did that thing again. We have these guys. Now, if any of you guys watch Mr. Crayfish, and I will have a link to his video for this thing, this is actually his chicken cooker 2.0, and that's where I got the original design from, is from him. He is a freaking redstone wizard. Like, I can do redstone contraptions, but not like he can. The first step, hit this button, and it shoots out eggs that this group of chickens drop into this hopper, goes into this dispenser, and it shoots them out here. Now, there is a slight issue where I have seen some of the chickens get killed off. And that's terrible English, Dave. I've seen some of the chickens killed off by the eggs hitting them enough times. So that's a bit of a problem. But if I do it right, you know, I've made some slight modifications. Having 2 spaces above them open seems to be okay, where they can bounce a little bit and move around a little bit more with the eggs hitting them. But then, and unfortunately it opens that door, but you hit that, you get the fire dispensing out, half slab moves back, and everything drops into here. It's a freaking work of art, man. It's a freaking work of art. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, and you can see. Slides back. Chickens are on fire. Drop down into there. Works really well. I mean, it's pretty efficient at what it does. Admittedly, it's a little slow. But I can live with it as it is. Now, part of the problem with his design, besides the fact that I had to, you know, you have to have 2 spaces above, I tried going with just one, but one didn't seem to help much. So 2 above seems to work. They can't get out that way at all. But the problem that I've discovered, he instructs you to put a solid block here. Well, the problem is you can't open chest underneath of solid blocks. And what I did is I inverted a stone. I basically faced this direction and like inverted a stone stairs. Stone brick stairs, actually. So it looks like it's a solid block, but it's not. There's nothing real fancy about it. I mean, it's a couple of clocks, redstone clocks, and it's really about it. I mean, would I have thought of this on my own? Oh, hell no. There's no way. Oh, we have an escapist. I don't know how he got out. Exactly. I mean, every now and then you got one that slips through like that, but I'm not too worried. As long as they stay contained to some degree, I think it's going to be okay. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's actually a leftover from my first attempts at this. I've actually had this torn apart several times, had to kill numerous chickens. This is actually a week's worth of chickens that I've been just basically putting in there. Oops. Actually, this egg can go, and you can see this thing fills up pretty quickly with the amount of eggs I get. And then, yeah, see, almost a whole, stack and a half right there. And then, like I said, you just sit here and you can just let them. Let's see if it kills this one at all. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It was kind of weird. There was a recent update to the snapshot, so it might have fixed that. I have to go back through and reread the change logs, but I don't see it killing him this time. So I'm thinking that bug might have been fixed. Because eggs aren't supposed to actually kill them. I don't even think it causes any kind of damage at all. Of course, I mean, who knows? They might have they might have added something like that in. Who knows? I certainly don't. Unfortunately, you can hear them here, but up here you're far enough away you can't hear them. So it's going to be unfortunate. It's going to be a little irritating. You can hear them from here, unless I turn down the friendly mob sounds. My farm's coming along fairly well. At least I think it is. It's been blown up a couple times because I'll be over here working at night or even during the day even. Oh, why did I jump? Wasn't really looking to harvest anything at the moment. What was that, a carrot? Carrot. There. Yeah, I wasn't looking to harvest anything right now. Some of the stuff's not fully grown yet. I think most of the wheat is. Got some potatoes that aren't yet. I usually wait till everything is grown before I go picking anything. Screw it. You know what? This little path right here is probably going to remain a dirt path, in all honesty. Because I don't really like growing anything near these. And I actually am thinking throwing half slabs up over top. That or maybe some glowstone over top, just to add some extra lighting in this area. Because you can see it's not the brightest over here. And the method of this going on right here does not work great. Because what'll happen is you can actually have seeds or wheat actually fall down in here. Then you have to break this, dive down in, grab it, possibly hop back up, turn some of this back into normal dirt, and then you have to basically place down a fence post, put down another one, put down this one, break that one, put your torch on top. It's annoying. So I'm probably going to rethink some of that design a little bit here. At the very least, glowstone along here. But it works for now. I don't have nearly the glowstone. I don't think I have any glowstone left at the moment. I've got 3 blocks. I've been doing a lot more mining, a lot of enchanting stuff. I've been sticking to just diamond tools. I've been kind of sticking to my iron armor. Speaking of which, need more. Not looking so great on the iron department on the armor department right now. To say the least, I have taken quite a few knocks. Yeah. Now, I've thought about enchanting my armor, but I'm not sure that it's really even worth it yet at the moment. I don't know yet. It's definitely a possibility, but not really one I'm interested in right now. Not when I basically, have just been focused on enchanting tools. Things like that I actually need really quickly. I also like the challenge of having nothing but like iron or leather armor and going up against mobs, partially because I tend to keep things at a distance anyways. I tend to lean on being more of, a long distance fighter. I'm not really one for... That was a terrible shot. There we go. But, I mean, that's me personally. I mean, some people prefer to use swords. I don't so much so. I have my reasons. But, it is what it is, and I'll stick to my long distance stuff. I actually have a that's a shot I missed. Nice. The sword's actually pretty decent. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually got some pretty decent stats. It's not the best. I think power goes all the way up to 4. I could be wrong there. But hold on a minute. Did we just skip through nighttime somehow? Like, what just happened? I don't know. Anywho's. Yeah, I really didn't come on with an intention towards anything in particular, because I'm the only one on at the moment. Everybody else is busy. Paco just started back to school. He's his 3rd semester, I think is what this is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his 3rd semester now of college he's in. So, or no, it's his 2nd semester. I'm sorry, 2nd semester of school. So he's fairly busy. I know Joe's pretty busy with high school. Oh no, that's a thing? Yeah, we can't have that. Oh yeah, that's another problem. You cannot do this to dirt blocks. Unlike with this, you can't... That's kind of irritating. You can only do it with grass, of all things. Now, why the hell would you do that, Mojang? Like, I don't get it. It's kind of irritating. Like, why can I only do that to grass? There must have been a reason behind it. Like, I don't know if there's actually any particular reason or not. But, it's definitely annoying. Ooh, hello. Okay, going to intentionally take some damage here. We've had an issue recently. Alright, they fixed it. Okay, so, falling causes a slight knockback damage. Here's the problem. When you fall and you take knockback damage, or I should say that's what the problem was there for a while. What would happen is you would, like, start bouncing around every time you fell. Well, I was actually up climbing on that mountain above Paco's place. Wasn't entirely watching where I was going, admittedly. I was between a couple of things. And I happened to fall down this ravine. Well, I would have lived, albeit hurting, but I would have lived had it not been for the fact that you take fallback damage now. That fallback damage literally made me fall again And then again. I might have even survived the second fall, in all honesty. Like, I really would have been close. I think I probably had half a heart of damage, or half a heart left. And, yeah, that last fall just ended me. I see iron over here. Haha. Sorry, guys. I like my iron. And coal. Yeah, no, thank you, sir. Yeah, it's been, it's been one of those things where there are definite bugs with 1.9, the 1.9 snapshots, I should say, that they can cause some issues to play on them. But it also adds a new level of challenge in and of itself, because you don't know exactly what to expect with each new snapshot. I mean, it could change things for the worse from time to time. And you'd never know it. Yeah, you'd never know. You just get on one day, update the server, update your game, and next thing you know, boom, suddenly things are not what they were. They are much worse. So far, nothing like that's happened, but it's definitely, an issue that, might come up in the future. 1.9 might be getting close to being finished, as I understand. I don't know yet. I'm not privy to what the developers have in mind at the moment. But yeah, this little area here, definitely, I had to close it off because while you're standing here, this was originally all opened up, and while you're standing here, you've already got zombies moaning and groaning in your ear. You don't hear them sneaking up on you. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Time to close this thing off. And then I basically did the same thing over here. I didn't extend this out any. Instead, I just threw doors on the openings. And yeah, we have ourselves a little enchanting area. I love the way enchanting works now. Yeah, you actually have... Well, let's just take this axe for the heck of it. It's not that many levels. You have however many levels you actually have, and then you don't actually spend the full, like right here, it wouldn't be the full 6 levels. Instead, what I would spend is 1 enchantment level and 1 lapis. So what'd that give me? Efficiency? Oh, I'll take that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great, but I prefer it over the old enchantment system in some respects, because the way the old enchantment system worked, you used up all your levels, and if you worked your way up to 30 levels right off the bat, it really kind of left you hurting if you used them all up right away. This way, you get maybe a couple more enchantments out of it than what you did before. And I can always go for that. That, and you have to use lapis now. Ooh, that was a terrible shot. There we go, got him. Yeah, using the lapis now also provides some challenge, because if for whatever reason, you happen to get access to an enchantment table early on, you're not necessarily going to have access to lapis right away. Or vice versa even. You might find lapis fairly quickly, but you might not be able to get the obsidian and diamonds right away for it. Excuse me? I'm fairly certain that shot hit. It just glitched through it. I don't know. Joe's not been on too much. I know he wanted to move fairly close to us. Oops. For the simple sake of the matter, he wants me to help him with some redstone stuff, and I still don't know why. I mean, okay, sure, I'm not bad at making redstone stuff, but it's basically because I sit and watch freaking. I've read up on how redstone works, and I sit and watch like redstone tutorial videos, and I come up with my own crap from it. I don't always take somebody else's design on something. I mean, perfect example are some of the contraptions from season 1. Like, the only thing in that I did that was redstone that wasn't something on my own doing was that chicken cooker, and that was because of convenience. It's definitely one of those things where I just enjoy tinkering with it, figuring out, whoa, no. Skellies are so bloody hard to deal with now. Oh, no. No, sir. Nope. No, thank you. I apologize if you guys can hear my keyboard. There isn't much I can do about that. It's one of those things where my mic is very, like, the gain is actually turned completely down on the mic itself. And then the gain in the, on my computer is turned almost completely down. And it still picks up little noises very, very easily. But I have to have the gain turned up just a little bit on my system, or else my audio doesn't come through very well. It's one of those things where it's like, I need to have the gain up just a notch. Hey, Enderman, what are you doing up there, dude? See if I can actually get anywhere near him. Sort of. Huh. Not teleporting away. But yeah, I've had the gain turned up, but it's not enough. Oh, there he goes. It's not enough to really warrant any kind of issues. But this mic is just really sensitive to keyboard presses, mouse clicks, things like that. That a lot of better YouTubers have managed to narrow them down, get them out of their videos. I'm not so good at that yet. I'm still working on like the audio side of things. I mean, I've got a decent mic now. I mean, it's a Yeti. It's a Blue Yeti. Pretty much typical YouTuber fare in terms of a microphone that's not XLR. What do we got going on? Why is this lit up? There is no reason. Hello. That's the reason for it to be lit up. Okay. I kind of want some of these flowers. Let's take some of these flowers back. Might work for decoration outside the house. Yeah. That works. But yeah, it's one of those things where you guys are gonna end up hearing it one way or another right now, because I have not figured out a way to narrow it down without basically exporting the audio out, basically exporting my mic audio out separately from my gameplay recording. But then I run into the problem of syncing it up, and doing that in game is a little harder than not, because you don't have any real audio cues and visual cues to actually link up to that. So yeah, it's a little bit of an issue. I'm saying a lot today, and it's just like I said, I just wasn't prepped for an actual video today. Oh yeah, I've been tinkering with some ideas here, just trying to see what 1.8 and 1.9 added in as far as commands. Then generally, I'm trying to figure out what my stats are for the server, because every now and then I get hit with some lag, and I forget how to do it, but you used to be able to do like a TPS command of some sort, and you were able to see Yeah, how many ticks per second you're getting, kind of get an idea of what kind of lag you were actually experiencing. Well, okay. One of my neighbors honking their horn in the background there. Righty then. I think on that, I'm gonna wrap up and probably leave it off as this. I did want to make mention, I'm going to be going to Setsucon this, coming weekend. Not this week, but next weekend. We'll be leaving 29th and staying through the 30th. Now, it's fairly close to us. It's like an hour away. I talked about this recently, actually, in one of my last videos, that we go to this one. But I don't know if I'm going to do any video from there or not. Might post up some pictures on Instagram or Twitter, of things going on or whatever. But, yeah, incoming cons related material, shall we say. Just so you're aware. Got some potatoes I forgot about. Haha. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like the ramblings of a deranged lunatic. Why do I do that?! I'm sorry. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye!